Yeah, colleagues. Morning. Yesterday wasn't speech. The usual reason already. Jesus. The, certainly the 55 years rule, the Gabon's almost monarchy dynasties was and have been, and not only the population tired about despite the economy of Gabon, the West African countries in the near equator, very very expressive, impressive. This is kind of a small country with rich mineral resources have a big potential for in the background of the recovery of the world economy. So I think it's closer to comprise the small countries in West Africa, Equatorial Guinea, those Gabon, maybe Senegal, etc. With the yes, you're right, spectated with the countries of the Persian Gulf. Also the countries of the southeast of Asia. The first part of the novel would be the comments how the U.S. economy have biggest economical growth. After the testified it, how the world economy, the world economy recovery after the pandemic. So the 2% GDP United States of America the first quarter, or this first quarter in the calculation. Also the second quarter 2.1%, and also the calculation. And certainly the usual traditionally the third quarter U.S. economy always give the fine result in the GDP. Also, the very interesting how the labor forces, labor power of United States of America sent into the message the dates of the vacations, which open in the United States of America. So this is first that is sorry, oh my God. This is a signal for the all vicious people who want to the illegal migrants in the United States of America, and not only this is a vacation, but clear this is statistical. It's very interesting how the quick down this is the data since the 9.5 million people to the vacations to the 8.8 vacations in comparison the June and July. This is very interesting how the another economist demonstrated not big economic growth. So the Chinese economy in the border of the stagnation, and European Union and UK is said will be very glad if the economies will be to demonstrate growth about 0.3, 0.5%. And totally but it's very interesting how the Russian economies, according to the government's data, have during the 7 months economic growth at 2% economic growth. Nobody doubt how this is growth thanks only the military expenditures. And totally the military power must be pay more money for the to improve the productive to productive power. And certainly the all ordinary spectators must be know how the military expenditures, also the macroeconomic data for the calculation, calculation the calculation the macroeconomic data as GDP, gross domestic product. So this background, Russia must be very spend money, a lot of money for the things and the defense. The main, if you remember, I told about how the Russian expenditures for the productive tanks, artillery systems, rockets, also the shells. Very interesting story, if you remember. If you want to listen about the dispute with North Korea about the shells, buying and selling shells in Russia. Russia, I think here Russia asked North Korea to supply additional military equipment for the artillery systems and also. And it's very interesting how the if Russia took book more a lot artillery system and shells, South Korea increasing increasing to supplies tanks type K2 Black Panthers the ground. And so the another side, the drones, war of the drones between Russia and Ukraine. And certainly West can't to keep Ukraine the military actions for the territory of the Russian Federation. Here we have beaches battles and how the Russian Russian forces with the use of drones and rockets attacks Kiev. Also the but on the other hand, Ukraine's attacked the territory of the Russian Federation, including and have attempted to attack Moscow. And here, last night, if you remember, was Liberty strike. And here, it's very interesting. It's not strange. If you remember the potential of the help of internal help to the Arbatsky Square, how the in the southeast of the Moscow was a lot of cases of the fires in the chemical plants. Also, the Sergeyev Posad was the depots of the pyrotechnical depots. It's not amazing. This is maybe the information support for the West for the West Defense Office. But here the Ukraine's attack have spread by territory, and also Ukraine want to attack the airdrome in the Pskovshina. And airdrome, this airdrome, and not amazing how the in my brain today in the morning when I saw the report of the Russian 24, how the celebrated the 1st of September Russian government celebration Day of the Knowledge. One of the ideas in my brain was when Russian 24 shows about the celebration day in the Rosgvardia institutes. This is for Institute for the Rosgvardia, and Russia 24 thought about said about how celebration, and in my brain had an idea that immediately. So those idiots shows how they show the location, territorial location, therefore, of the Institute of the Rosgvardia. And here, right away, Russian television said only 2 points: St. Petersburg and Novosibirsk. Novosibirsk is not much. It's very far from the borderline. So and one of the features of the Russian economy, the 8-month big race, Russian stock market. Stock market. This is the right sector of the economy. This is a small part of the Russian GDP. But the Unity Russia and one of the leader of Andrei Turchak must be go to the Pskov and study situation with the drones attack, success drone attack or the airdrome, and certainly the opposite side don't leave the attempts, the new attempts to attack Pskov and Sava. So Unity Russia must be understanding why the right sector are growing. So this is in mentality of the Unity Russia and all post-communist leaders of them This is all just politician done by mentally. For example, Medvedev, Grizlov, also Sobyanin, and here we must understand that in Russia don't understand that it is increasing the stock exchange. This is increasing the right sector of economy. Also, that is not dangerous due to the sector had have a small position in the economy and contribute in the GDP. I think